What does Roberto Clemente and Roberto Clemente Day mean to each of you guys? Harold, let's start with you.
Well, for me, I was a recipient of the Roberto Clemente Award, and it represented what you meant on and off the field. So that was quite an honor, but it went deeper because I knew who Roberto Clemente was. My brothers were Roberto Clemente fans. The first glove I got handed down to me was Roberto Clemente glove.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and as a youngster, we grew up in the day and age, Jason and I, Pedro, you're a little younger, where it was like one game of the week. And so the playoffs and World Series were it. So I remember watching Roberto in the World Series against the Orioles and stuff like that. I mean, that's just burned in my mind. So I knew Roberto Clemente, the player, and then to learn about the man later and receive that award, he stands right up here at the top.
Very cool. Pedro, what about you?
Before I even got into real baseball, I heard my own man, my uncles, everybody talking about what it meant. And Roberto Clemente is the prime example for all of us. Before we even knew what community work was, before we even knew that baseball was a second thought to Roberto Clemente, and Roberto was the symbol of all good things that you can have as a baseball player and as a human being.
You know, Pedro, you're obviously not from Puerto Rico, but I don't know if people realize the impact that he had on baseball across Latin America. How would you describe his impact on baseball in Dominican?
Roberto Clemente is the biggest icon that ever passed through Latin America, and he will always be. So as a Latin player that I am, I'm so damn proud to have known about the history of Roberto Clemente and the legacy he left.